Al-Allama Ibn 𝐷𝐿-𝐾𝐚𝐝 rahimahullah has a kitab called Madarij al-Salikin. In the second volume, page 106, he says, فالاستقامة كلمة آخذة بمجامع الدين وهي القيام بين يدي الله تبارك وتعالى على حقيقة الصدق والوفاء بالعهد، وهي تتعلق بالأقوال والأفعال والنيات، والاستقامة فيها وقوعها لله وبالله وعلى أمر الله تبارك وتعالى. Here rahimahullah he says, to be steadfast and upright. He said this term is a very comprehensive term. It encompasses the entirety of the religion. كلمة آخذة بمجامع الدين. To be steadfast is the entirety of Islam. Islam is al-istiqamah. It is to stand, he says. وهي القيام بين يدي الله تبارك وتعالى. It is to stand in front of Allah تبارك وتعالى على حقيقة الصدق والوفاء بالعهد. Is that you stand in front of Allah by being truthful to Him, by fulfilling the promise and the covenant that you gave Him. And he said, it occurs by way of speech, action and intention. My brothers and sisters, this is the term, this is the thing that we need to be steadfast, to have al-istiqamah after we die. Are we going to be steadfast? Are we going to meet Allah in a state of good? Is our situation going to change when death comes to us? Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, He says in the Quran, فَاسْتَقِمْ كَمَا أُمِرْتَ وَمَنْ تَابَ مَعَكَ وَلَا تَطْغَوْا إِنَّهُ بِمَا تَعْمَلُونَ بَصِيرٌ. Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, He says in this verse, فَاسْتَقِمْ, be steadfast. كَمَا أُمِرْتَ, the way that you were commanded to be steadfast. So to be steadfast, my brothers and sisters, is something we are told how to do it. You can't be steadfast in the way that you want to. A person can't say, I'm obeying Allah in my way, or I am following Allah's religion in my own way. فَاسْتَقِمْ كَمَا أُمِرْتَ, be steadfast in the way you are commanded. وَمَنْ تَابَ مَعَكَ وَلَا تَطْغَوْا, Allah says, don't exceed your limits. What goes against istiqamah and being steadfast is to exceed your limits. إِنَّهُ بِمَا تَعْمَلُونَ بَصِيرٌ. Allah says, I know, I have knowledge, and I also can see what you do. Allah is commanding the messenger in this verse. He is telling the Prophet ﷺ and every believer, what is he saying to them? Allah is saying, فَالْزَمْ يَا رَسُولَ اللَّهِ النَّهْجَ الْمُسْتَقِيمِ الْمُتَوَسِّطَ بَيْنَ الطَّرَفَيِ الْإِفْرَاطِ وَالتَّفْرِيطِ. Muhammad and those who follow you, be steadfast. Be between the two extremes, extreme exaggeration and extreme negligence. If you look at the world today, why a lot of people, when death comes to them, they're not good. Death does not come to them in a state of good. They are corrupt and they fall short, and death comes to them either as disbelievers, as criminals, alcoholics, and etc. is because they have fallen into one of the two categories that I just mentioned, which is extreme exaggeration and extreme negligence.